Another signing for Tottenham in the transfer window. We've had to wait a little while for this one. Souza joins Tottenham from Santos on a multi-year contract. Stay tuned to the very end to get my honest and balanced, firstly, thoughts on the signing. But in this video, the main purpose of it is about what he can bring to Tottenham, where his raw areas of quality, and where does he need some improvement with the right coaching, the right manager. So stay tuned to the end because we'll be as balanced as I can. So Souza, what do we know? We know that he's come in with number 38 shirt. The club haven't revealed the length of the contract, but it's a multi-year contract. He's 19 years of age. He's Brazilian, and in the past has been linked to the likes of AC Milan, Barcelona. He hasn't really been linked to the Premier League until this move to Tottenham, and wherever his strengths then. So from my analysis, from what I've taken from compilations and through just detailed analysis I've done, is that he's athletically strong. He's good at ball carrying. By the way, all these qualities are mainly offensive, it's important to say, but athletically strong and good at ball carrying, progressive, kind of drive through. The team has been really strong. He's quick at covering ground, so he get to A to B really quickly. Strong 1v1. This is a real area that's important to note. This is a real strength of his game. And like I said there, and when I say athletically strong, I'm talking about good physically. He's a strong player, which really helps him in these 1v1s. He's very good in transitions. That would have been arguably important under Ange, some would say, but also with Frank as well. When you go from defence to attack, you need to be good in transitions, and Souza does that. And, good crossing has been picked up as well. And again, all of these qualities are mainly offensive. So it feels like Porro on the other side, this player really, really good going forward. So, of course, if Souza anyway would just add depth, they've added a little bit of quality. And I'd argue as well that it means the likes of Jed Spence and Pedro Porro, if we want to now and everyone's fit, it could be played in more attacking positions. Because I think Porro, I like him, he's really good going forward, but there's a bit of a liability, some mistakes. Defensively, I think also it comes to fatigue with Porro, for example, on the other side, playing a lot of games. But if there's an argument to put him further forward on the wing or in midfield, or Spence at left wing, if it really actually does work out after that left wing performance against Dortmund, then we've got the ability. So, and a lot of depth. We had to bring in a midfielder and a left back. We've done that. We've still got so much more to do in a winger, and so disappointed in the club that overall in this window, knowing what we needed. I think they've done very little, too little, too late, almost as well. But I'm happy with this signing for the future. I'm not going to pretend I'm one of those Spurs fans that goes, I know everything about him. I've had to conduct analysis because I don't know too much about him. And from the analysis as well, in terms of areas of improvement, because every player can always improve. Harry Kane can always improve. Let's be clear about that. Offensively, in 1v1s, is predictable. So when I say he's strong offensively and he's good at all these things, well, yes, he's good at crossing and transitions. He's very strong and mobile, but being predictable is an issue. Like often his step overs, that often be the same type of move. Lacks a little bit of composure and maturity, which will come over time. Like Sergio Reguilon, I think, was an excellent fullback for Tottenham, but maybe didn't quite mature into the role. I think with a lack of experience at times, that's how it felt. And when I say that, he's predictable, that comes to a whole different thing about variations needed in his game to, excel. I think that's what he needs, to mix it up a little bit, again, offensively. So there are a couple of areas still to improve offensively, but that's where his main strength is. But in terms of need to improve, there's nothing there defensively as well, because he's strong 1v1s, which is key, whether you're going forward or defending as a fullback. So Souza coming in, I think, is great. I think we need to focus now on the first team. And what I mean by that, though, just due respect. I think we need to focus on leadership. We need to focus on bringing in experience. We need to focus on bringing in quality. It's boom, ready now, while also making signings like this and thinking about the future. The club need to know that we're not in the season 2030, 2035. We want to focus on the season. So Souza, welcome to Tottenham. Delighted. I think he's saying all the right things. A pleasure to play for Tottenham, etc. A lot of it being about getting his move to the Premier League, I'm sure, but it's really good to see him here. So I'm happy with this signing, but we need to do so much more in the window. It's great to add another body in there. Really happy. Work permit, it took a while. I don't think it plays straight away because the season just ended at Santos, for example. But it's good. Now we need to focus on the first team. Gallagher's a good signing, but Gallagher, we've got players similar, like in the SAR, that do very similar things. Still feels like a very sideways signing, although I'm not, again, complaining about it. So a lot to do for Tottenham in the window. This is a good bit of business, not for now, but for the future. I don't think he'll get many, if any, minutes this season. Could be wrong, of course, with injuries like this. You just never know. Thanks for watching. Get in the comments below. How do you feel about the signing of Souza? What do you think you can offer to Tottenham? Yeah, just to very, very, very quickly recap without summarising too much. He's 19 years old, Brazilian. He's been linked to Bayern Munich, AC Milan, Barcelona previously. He's athletically strong, very good at carrying the ball, quick at covering ground, strong 1v1, so he's very good overall physically, good in transitions, a good crossing. However, he needs to improve offensively in the 1v1s, whereas he's a bit predictable even with his good crosses, and that variation is needed to excel offensively. It also does lack a tiny bit of composure and maturity. So there we go then. I've just recapped what we have discussed without providing the detail. Thank you very much. Get involved in the comments below how you feel. But Souza joins Tottenham, the best club in London. Souza, thank you and welcome to N17.